Hello friends, welcome back. I believe all of you are doing very well now. Exams are coming very close, so I believe all of you are very tensed on how to study, and especially in these tiring times, all of us seem to be very lost. But here I am. I'm back again to give you some very important and scientifically proven, of course, tips to study smart. So that's all that I can give you now at the moment. So I believe that I have prepared 13 scientifically proven study tips for you, my dear students. So I believe that these 13 tips will help you. I hope that it will help you. It's not that each of these 13 tips will work out for you, but of course I'll try my best. I have chosen the best ones. You can give it a try, and I am sure that at least one or the other trick will definitely work. Tips, not tricks. So, but of course, please do remember that there is no shortcut to success. So it'll all depend on what is your focus, how is your focus, what is your goal. So it all depends on that. But yes, let us start off with the first study tip, scientifically proven. It's the famous, world famous Pomodoro technique. So what it states is that we should study in chunks. Now, usually we have had people telling us, you should study 4 hours a day, 6 hours a day, at a stretch. Scientifically, somehow it doesn't work out, because scientifically the Pomodoro technique tells us that we should study in chunks, like 25 to 30 minutes, take a 5-minute break, 25 to 30 minutes again take a 5-minute break. You can repeat that maybe 6-7 intervals. You will see that there is better interlinking, there is better memory retention. So this is a very scientifically proven technique, and it's very, very helpful. So maybe you can try that, to study for 25 minutes, 30 minutes, take a 5-minute break. Of course, 5-minute break should be 5-minute break. Now don't go out and then never come back. No, take a 5-minute break. Just stretch out yourself, drink some water, come back again, sit. So what happens here is that after every 25-minute break, what happens is, once you study at a stretch for 25-30 minutes, there is some unfinished topics, but it's okay, no problem, leave that, because what it states is that the brain will respond to that unfinished business more compared to the finished business. So it will have better anticipation to study. So this helps. So you can give it a try. Never study as 3-4 hours at a stretch. 30 minutes, 5 minutes break, 30 minutes, 5 minutes break. I believe that this is going to be helpful, and of course it's a scientifically proven technique, so definitely it works. I'm very sure of that. Now the second tip that I'm going to give you is now, read less, recite more. That's like, if you read 20%, then recitation should be of at least 80% or 30%, 70%. Now what it means is, go through a topic, read a concept, and then close the book, think, analyze, visualize, try to visualize that particular topic, make a summary of what you've learned. That helps. So 20% or 30% reading, and then 80% recitation. Third tip that I'm going to give you now is one topic a day. One topic a day. That will help better interlinking. One topic a day or one concept a day. Not that in one day, for example, mathematics, you just try to learn differentiation also, integration also. No, don't do it like that. You can make it topic wise. One exercise a day for all the subjects, like physics, one topic a day, chemistry, one topic a day, history, one topic a day. So that will give a better interlinking to your brain, and you will be able to remember more of what you have studied. So that also helps. Fourth tip that we have is notes. Now notes are very important. Prepare good notes. Most of the times what happens is, during the exam time only, where are my notes? So your room is just flying with A4 size papers. You call up your friend, do you have that note? Send me through WhatsApp and all. Now that is not the way to prepare. Now if you prepare your notes well, that's half of the job done, because you have your materials with you. So in the process of preparing that material, you already have gone through the topic once, so now you know exactly what to study, how much to study, and especially the classroom notes are very important, because that gives you a better tip on what are the topics, how to connect those topics. So good notes are very important. So if you still haven't prepared your notes, exams are coming very near, please start preparing notes at least. So that will be a start for your preparation. All right. Next study tip, that's number 5, that's like study like a teacher. Most of the times what happens is students, we study, cram up things, whether we understand or not, we just cram up things. No, but that's not the way to do it. Like, study like a teacher. What it means is like study as if you're going to explain that particular topic to somebody else. Will you be able to do that? Now that should be your level of preparation. So that means once you're done with your studies, you should be able to explain that to somebody else. So if you have nobody, then it's alright. Go to the mirror and explain that to yourself, or you can just visualize, explain that to yourself. So that should be your level of preparation. That's why study like a teacher, as if you're going to explain that particular topic to somebody else. Next study tip that we have is like, before we start a chapter, don't just jump into the chapter and then start reading from the first line. No, analyze that chapter properly. Like, what are the questions, probable questions from that chapter? What is that chapter exactly all about? What topics are we going to discuss? That will give you a better idea on what are you going to study in that chapter. So after that, after it's analyzed, when you jump into the chapter to study, it will give you definitely a better idea on, you will get to know, you will have an idea on what you're going to study in that particular chapter. So don't just jump into the chapter like, okay, chapter 1, you do not know what exactly it is, you just jump into it and then start studying. Please don't do that. No, analyze that chapter, important questions to study, important topics to study, make a summary of that, go through it, and then you can begin. So that will give you definitely a better idea on what you can expect from that particular chapter. Tip number 7, this is a very interesting tip. That is tip number 7, that is like, people tell you study at night 5 hours a day, study in the morning, early in the morning. For me, of course, it never worked out, because early morning, right, waking up, that has been my biggest drawback. But like, it depends. There is no fixed time, no fixed place. We all have our own styles. Find out your own style. Of course, it doesn't mean that today you will study during daytime, tomorrow you will study at night. No, you will have your own niche, you will have your own styles. We have our own styles of studying. Morning, even me also, I've tried it many times, never worked out for me. Sometimes the alarm clock gets bashed up, so it never worked out for me. So I study better at night. But I don't know about you, how you study, what is your best time, but that depends on you. So find out your own style. But one thing that is important is, you should study on a table and a chair, not on the bed, because you study on a bed, we all know what happens after that. After 5 minutes, you're gone. So please don't do that. Study on the table and a chair, never on the bed. No matter what subject you're studying, bed is the worst place to study. Of course, it's the best place to sleep, not the best place to study. So find out your own style. Some people study better at night. Like people like me, I study better at night. Daytime, I just can't study. Morning, it's kind of difficult for me to wake up. Honestly, I'm telling you. So I make up at night. Nighttime. So, but you will have your own style. Some people wake up very early in the morning. So, of course, definitely, scientifically, what it states is that morning is the best time to study. Very true. That doesn't mean that it's going to work out for all of us. So, find out your own style, but see to it that it's fixed. Today you do something, tomorrow you do something. No, not like that. Okay. Find out your own style to study. The next study tip, that is timetable. Of course, this is just somehow continuation of this study tip number 7. So tip number 8 is somewhat like a continuation. Timetable is very important. Plan well. Find out your best time to study. Manage your time well. So that also we can't see. Many people advise you. They give you the timetable, study from 8 to 9, 9 to 10. No, that should not be the way. You will have your own, the best time to study during the daytime, nighttime, when you're free, when your concentration is high. But the timetable should be fixed. It's, as I said earlier, you should not keep on changing, because once your timetable is fixed, our brain starts responding to that. So we start learning better, because every day at that particular time, your brain will tell you, okay, today you're going to study that, you're going to study that. So that will give you, a better way to study. Your brain will be anticipating tomorrow what to study at what time. So definitely managing the time is very important, because we all have 24 hours in a day. It simply depends on how you make the most of it. We all know that, we accept it also. Tip number 9, that is good rest is very important. Not too much of rest, but yes, good rest is very important. scientifically what is given is that we should have at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep in a day. I mean, yeah, in a day, in 24 hours, that is like, but that this sleep should be in one stretch. Okay, not like you sleep for half an hour, you study and then you're feeling sleepy. Okay, I'll sleep for half an hour, you doze off, wake up again you study. No, not like that. That sleep should be in one stretch, 6 to 8 hours. Of course, the best time generally what I would suggest is like sleep at 11 p.m, wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning. So that'll give you at least 7 hours of sleep, one stretch. So that'll give you good rest, and good rest is definitely very important. It helps your brain to relax. Memory retention is much better. Concentration becomes better. Your brain is fresh and active. Tip number 10, that is exercise is very important, but of course exercise can come in different forms, not only weightlifting and running and jumping around. No, you can do some stretching. That depends. Meditation, exercise, and of course yes, good conversation. Find out your own group of people where you will be discussing about the topics, learning from each other. These are all very important. No, exercise, meditation, but every day find out that particular amount of time where you'll be spending some quality time with good people, or you do some exercise, maybe just go for a walk or try to meditate. Listening to music is very important. It helps our brain to relax. So exercise, meditation, having good conversations, these are very important. Tip number 11, which is very, very important, that is when you go and sit on the study table for studying, protect yourself from gadgets, mobiles, computers. Please shut it off, because these days YouTube, of course, it's a boon for us, definitely not a ban, but YouTube, most of the times what happens is, okay, chalo, you start with one topic, mathematics, maybe just integration. You start watching. Now it's very tempting, because just below your video, there are so many other good, interesting videos that pops up. So in the mid of your integration, you find one very good thumbnail. So you just click there, and then ultimately what happens, you start with mathematics integration, you end up watching a dance video. So these are all distractions. Please don't do that. Keep away from your mobiles, your laptops. Study time should be just study time, no distractions, just your pen and paper and books. Only that should be there. So that is very important. Tip number 12, as I said earlier, listening to music. It helps for me because since I come from a mathematics background, listening to music really helped me a lot, because whenever I do mathematics, of course, I would pop in my earphones and then start playing some music, and then start practicing my mathematics. Of course, in the beginning, of course, like for 5-10 minutes, I start listening to that music. But slowly what happens is I start concentrating on my problems. So in what way it helped me was like it kept me away from all the outside noise, outside sound. So I was completely engrossed in practicing. So that way it helped. And then of course it does help to relax. It does helps us to relax, our brain to relax. So listening to music, developing a habit of listening to good music is very, very important. And finally, of course, the last tip, tip number 13 that I'm going to give you is self-test. That is, after finishing every particular topic every day, you should test yourself. Maybe close down your book, start writing down, or start asking questions to yourself. What did I learn? Try to make a summary of what you've learned. If you're not able to do that, like you have studied for 2 hours, and then after finishing your studies, you try to recall things, you do not recall anything, that means you haven't learned anything that day. Like, I mean, your concentration was not there, you were somewhere, I guess you were somewhere, lost somewhere. So this self-test is very important. So after every day's quota of study time, please try to recall what you've studied in points, maybe try to note down also. So that will really help you. So these are some of the study tips which are generally are scientifically proven. So I believe that this might help you. So if you are wondering like how am I going to start, how am I going to study, plan well, because all these scientific tips requires planning. So plan well, and all the best for the preparation for your exams. That's all I can give you now. So but remember, it all depends on you, your focus, your goal, your determination, and your hard work. So even with these scientific tips, you might still not make it, because if you don't have the focus, if you don't have your determination or your goal, so you are more important than these tips. So Yes, these tips will help you, but only you can help yourself. So please, all the best and prepare well for your examinations. Bye bye. See you again next time.